Hi everyone, this is Daisy here, aka Professional High Priestess, and I have another quick channeled message for you all today. And this one is for those of you who may be feeling like you may be alone with the situation that you could be dealing with right now in your life. And the message that I got is not only are you not alone, but the hour is near. And I was just like doing some reading and some research about like Yeshua. He had to go to Mount Olive, and he went to Mount Olive to go ask, like to go pray and ask, like, okay, when is this bullshit gonna come to an end? And it's right then and there that like when he called out that an angel actually appeared right in front of his face. You guys don't know that you actually have angels all around you. They're watching this shit. It's going actually as planned. This is like the divine plan. It's going exactly as it planned. The towers, the delays, the lies, everything is going exactly as planned. Why? Because remember, you're dealing with principalities, and principalities are basically demonic mansions that take over groups of people at a time, right? But the thing about these principalities is we have the great conjunction happening in December with Saturn and Jupiter going conjunct, two gas giants. Jupiter, the planet of expansion, working with Saturn, the planet of discipline and karma. So you understand the combination that we're having here. This hasn't happened, like I said, since 1600s. Both of these signs are going to be in Aquarius, though. You know, Aquarius is all about collectives and groups, right? So these demonic principalities that are working against you, these karmic networks, these individuals that are gang stalking you or slandering you, or people that are trying to isolate you and make you feel alone, and maybe they're starting smear campaigns and shit like that. Think about all they had to do to isolate you, though, for some of you guys, because some of you guys may be even thinking like, maybe it's my fault. What did I do? Nothing. That's the gaslighting that they want you to be under. That's the mental fuckery and torment that they want you to be under. You didn't do shit. Because think about this. They had to use lies. They had to use smear campaigns. Some of them even had to go as far as using spell work to isolate you. So if they're doing all of that, can you fucking imagine like what they're trying to hide, or, you know, how powerful you are for the fact that they have to do all of that for just one individual? Think about that. You guys say, oh, you said lights Palo Santo. Yeah, we're about to get it started up in here. Think about that. See, that's what I'm saying. You're working against a principality. And these principalities, they're going to be getting a very rude awakening with this great conjunction that's going to be happening in December. Because remember, these are groups of individuals, right? And you know that the 11th house is over groups. And we know that Saturn and Jupiter are going to be in the 11th house. So what is really happening is not only are you not alone, the Most High actually wanted you to be separated. They wanted you to be removed because they already knew that the hammer was coming down. They already knew that the hammer was coming down, and they didn't want you to be anywhere near the vicinity of it when it was coming down. That's why this is happening. You're not alone. Absolutely not. And for those of you who are like, I don't have anybody to talk to in person, come on here. Come on the lives. You know, go on Patreon. Join an online group or something like that. We're on quarantine anyway, so it's like most people are even in the house. These principalities, these different groups and cliques and shit like that, they're all about to be dismantled. That's why it's going the way that it's going. This is all a part of the plan to eliminate the bullshit off of this planet. Because what's going to be happening is a lot of these individuals are part of these principalities. When those principalities implode, they're not only, it's going to be massive infighting between the group, they're going to take each other out, but they're getting marked for removal. They're being marked for removal because they can't go into New Earth with this energy. Absolutely not. Before we get started, dear bright and well-loving ancestors, please block any and all karmic interference from this channeling. Allow me to be a clear, concise vessel for the message that you have for this collective. Thank you so much. Remove any and all static or electronic interference as well. Thank you so much. Okay, let's get into this. You're not alone. The hour is near. Wait, I have a quote for you all. Something I found this very interesting. Look. This is a new one. It says here, the warrior of the light does not always have faith. There are moments when he believes in absolutely nothing. And he asked his heart, is all this effort really worth it? But his heart remains silent, and the warrior has to decide for himself. He looks for an example and remembers that Jesus went through something similar in order to inhabit fully the human condition. Take away this cup from me, said Jesus. He too lost heart and courage, but he did not stop. The warrior of the light continues. Despite his lack of faith, he goes forward, and in the end, faith returns. Ooh, this is so powerful. This is not even the one that I wanted to read out to you all. Look how funny that is. The warrior of the light continues despite his lack of faith. He goes forward, and in the end, faith returns. Some of you guys are experiencing some lack of faith right now. you're questioning like, okay, why is this bullshit going on? I didn't do anything. Why is this all happening? Why is the Most High allowing the slander or the magic or the gang stalking or the karmic interference or whatever the fuck it is, the abusive relationship? Why are they allowing it to happen? But this is the test of faith here. Not necessarily a test, but it's like when you get to the end, that's when your faith is going to be fully restored. It's continuing to have faith like, okay, I'm going to just keep on going despite the fact that my heart is telling me otherwise, despite the fact that I don't feel like I have faith, despite the fact that I don't see the end in near. And you're going to get a surprise here. In the end, faith returns. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, you're dealing with situations where you're being isolated or disrespected or whatever the fuck is going on. And this is also, it's a test of faith. But by the time you end the situation, your faith is going to be so powerful that nothing is going to be able to stop you. But this is like, you know, this is the making of an ascended master though. This is the making of an ascended master. It's like you don't become like the greatest without any trials or tribulation. We talked about this. Like think about Malcolm X, you know, remember what he went through? Like his father they tied his dad to like a train track, you know, and his family didn't have anybody to be a breadwinner. And when they went to the insurance company to go get the life insurance money, they said that, oh, his father did it to himself, you know, and then his family ended up growing up in poverty and he became Detroit Red and was running and ripping through the streets and all that shit. Then he became Malcolm X, one of the most powerful men alive, one of the most powerful spiritual men alive. Yeah. I want you to think. I was reading about the story. Her name is Ma Elizabeth. She was from Massachusetts, and she was actually the first black woman to win a court case during slavery, though, in the 1800s. She won a court case to win her freedom, and she won with no lawyer. Yeah, in the 1800s during slavery. Think about that. She imagine all the opposition that she was against, and she still had faith. Think about Ida B. Wells. Ida B. Wells, she wrote, she was on one of our Divine Feminine channelings, and Ida B. Wells, she exposed all the bullshit that was going on in the South with all the lynching and shit like that. And she wrote a book called Reflections on Self-Help and was like, you know what, black people, if y'all don't want to be lynched anymore, if you want your freedom and you want your rights, then you're gonna have to take up arms. A young black woman was telling them that you're gonna have to take up arms. She even got on a boat to go to London to petition what is now the United Nations to come and look at the human rights abuses. And because of that, they chased her ass out of the South. They put a bounty on her head, wanted dead or alive. I think she was like 20, 21, wanted dead or alive. But you know, she grew up an orphan. Both of her parents passed away from yellow fever when she was very young, and her parents were slaves. Think about that. But grew up to be one of the greatest fucking writers and journalists of all time. And women suffragists as well. Think about that. I have one more. Maybe I'll read it at the end. Actually, no, I'm gonna read it right now for you guys. Look, it says a warrior of the light is never cowardly. Flight might be an excellent form of defense, but it cannot be used when one is very afraid. When in doubt, the warrior prefers to face defeat and then lick his wounds because he knows that if he flees, he gives the aggressor greater power than he deserves. In difficult and painful times, the warrior faces overwhelming odds with heroism, resignation, and courage. Heroism, resignation, and courage. Tap in, you all. What's happening right now is these principalities, they're working on you. They're working overtime. It's not murder, it's demons. You're not wrestling against flesh, you're wrestling against demonic mansions in different planes of existence that are working through individuals in the material plane, through the astrology and through the fact that they are making themselves a conduit for karmic behavior. That's what's happening here. You need to have courage. Some of you guys are going through different battles and shit like that. You're going to come out victorious regardless of the outcome. Regardless. Because why? Because you're the one that fought with honesty, heroism, resignation, and courage. They fought with spell work. They fought with slander. They fought with lies. They fought with bullshit and chaos and control. That's why you're going to be winning. You see what I'm saying? The hour is near, but let's go ahead and let's tap into this. Oof. The hour is near, you guys. The hour is very near. That's why, you know, on this channel, I want you all to focus on the spiritual warfare and all the other things. Yes, divine feminine, divine masculine, but these are the different aspects to being divine feminine, divine masculine. As a divine feminine, you go through shit like this because you're divine. There's a reason why. A lot of you guys have ancient blood. Your DNA is very much preserved. and it's not been tainted by past life karma or trauma or present life karma and trauma. That's why they come against you. It's your energy signature and your purpose in life. That's why the Most High's even brought you this far. These principalities, they're not going to work. They're not going to get what they think that they're going to get, because Saturn and Jupiter are going to give them a very harsh awakening. Let's see. Dear bright and well-loving ancestors, what messages do you have regarding this isolation? We are not alone. No, we are not alone. Your angels and your guides are always with you. Always. Dear bright and well-loving ancestors, if you don't know who your angels and your guides are, ask them to expose themselves. Look, you got Aquarius energy right here. Look. You got Aquarius energy right here. What was I just talking about? Look at the bottom. Look. You got the 11th house. Look. What was I just telling you? You're battling against principalities. This individual or individuals that are working against you, they are being used by a demonic mansion in a different dimension to work evil and wickedness on this planet. I don't give a fuck what no one says. Certain actions already consecrate you to being an evil human, inhumane, wicked being. You are of the devil. You are of Satan. And because you are of Satan, when Saturn and Jupiter come together to get rid of a lot of this shit, you are going to be taken out. You're going to see it's going to get a lot worse before it gets better. Look at, you got the 4th house, your DNA. It's because of your lineage. It's because of your ancestry. That's why they're working against you. These are old demons. These are old enemies, though. Divine feminine, divine masculine. For those of you guys who are listening right now, these are old demons, old enemies that your ancestors had to battle, that you are battling right now. That's why this is going on. Okay, I'm going to block you from this chat. You said I talk fast, but I sound so educated. Blocked. Because you sound stupid. There we go. How about that? Let me use the Egyptian tarot. Let's keep on going. Oh, I hate when people tell me I sound educated, especially as like Black and brown people. Oh, you're so articulate. What is that supposed to mean? Well, I'm a Virgo, so obviously I have a mastery over Mercury, but dear bright and well-loving ancestors, what messages do you have? Actually, I'm gonna leave these to the end. Let's go. All right, dear bright and well-loving ancestors, what messages do you have? Clarify Aquarius, please, for these karmic principalities. On Patreon, our spiritual warfare practice for this month is how to dismantle karmic networks and karmic principalities. And then this conjunction is gonna bring in the final kick, kaboom. The hour is near. Clarify Aquarius, please. You got justice. You got justice. Karmic justice is coming to be served against these karmic principalities. You are not alone. Nah, you have protection. Ace of Swords. You are clear and concise, and you hold the sword of truth. See, this is the thing, like with these karmic networks and these principalities and you know, you feel isolated and you feel alone. What I feel like this is saying is, you know that justice is coming. It's not a matter of if, but it's a matter of when. You know the exposure is coming. You know the dismantling is coming. You know all of it is coming. So why do you feel, why are you stressed out? The Ace of Swords is like, have clarity, because you know justice is coming for you. There's nothing for you to worry about. Let's keep going. Clarify the 11th house. Clarify the 11th house. You got the 5 of Wands. Look, conflict and chaos and drama. But look at, you got here, you got the Hanged Man. There's going to be sudden realizations within these karmic principalities of what side they're really on. But this is another thing too that I told you with the Hanged Man energy. It's like you got to see it from a different perspective. The reason why you're being isolated is because, like I said, the ancestors are saying, Most High, God, universe is saying, when the tower hits, we don't want you to be in proximity to the bullshit. We want you to be out of it. Let them slander, let them gang stalk, let them do whatever the fuck they want, because by the time this tower hits, you're not even going to be the topic of discussion. No, not even. Not only are they going to be the topic of discussion, they're going to be discussing each other, and they're going to be trying to discuss how to heal from the wounds that they created, lifelong wounds, multi-lifetime wounds here. This is what we're talking about here. They're going to be worried about that. They're going to be so focused on trying to clean up the bullshit and the chaos in their life. They're not even going to have time to focus on you. I'm telling you right now. They're using you as a distraction right now, these individuals and these principalities. You're a distraction. What's the 4th house? You got the Queen of Wands. Yeah, the karmics. Yeah, and you got the Magician. These are past life karmics that you're dealing with. They're after your blood. They're after your DNA. Because even on here, you with the 4th house here, Cancer energy. You could have Cancer in your chart, or be dealing with people who do, or an Aquarius as well. even if you see here, you got the DNA on there. So even with this DNA here, that's talking about this DNA activations that you're also going to be going through as well. That's going to put you more in a high vibrational aspect to be the full magician. That's another thing that's going to be coming with this conjunction. You're going to be getting an acceleration in your crown chakra, because Aquarius also rules over the crown chakra, where you're going to become that master magician. That's why these karmic energies, they're trying to pull your energy down. That's why these karmic principalities are going so hard right now, because once you fully step into this magician power, it's over on several levels. That's what it is right here. It's not just about the individual that you're dealing with. It's about the fact that the power that you harness. Because once you rise up and you harness that power, you can defeat all kinds of principalities now. Because once you do one, oh, I can do several. Yeah. That's what this is about. That's why they're attacking you. What's this Queen of Wands? You got the Strength card. Yeah. Yeah. That's why they're trying to block you. The Strength card is also about resistance. What I'm seeing here with this magician and the resistance, there could be some karmic energies right now trying to place, manipulate shit to continue to keep you isolated and hold you back from things and diminish your magician power and all that stuff. It's going to backfire. All of it is going to backfire, because what's going to end up happening is these people are going to be the ones isolated. Once the karmic principality is exposed and brought down, the demonic mansion, they're going to be the ones isolated. People are going to be resisting them. They're the ones going to be lacking vitality, lacking strength. This is what it is right here. And another thing that I'm seeing here too with the Strength card, that's why they come against you, because you're strong. That's why it takes several of them. Several. I don't give a fuck what no one says. Me personally, as a divine feminine, I've never ever gotten into anything ganking up on people. No. That's not cute to me. When it's multiple people all against like one or two people, that's not cute to me. I've always kind of been like solo bolo, like a loner and shit like that. I don't like that. That's bitch shit to me. Because if you was really about that life, bitch, you'd handle your business toe to toe, mano y mano, one to one. When they start having to getting groups involved, which is what I'm seeing here with the Five of Wands, 11th house, for conflict or drama and all that other shit, that's when you know you're dealing with a weak ass bitch or a weak ass man, because they can't handle their business on their own. But that's principalities. That's why they have to, it's a principality. That's why it's a network, you see? What's the 11th house in the Five of Wands? You got the Knight of Wands. Yeah, and you got the Hermit. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? The mental instability is going to get exposed. They're going to be fighting and battling amongst each other, the karmic principality. Because they couldn't do the job. Because it wasn't their job to do in the first place. Because when this conjunction happens, it's going to blow up the entire plot and plan and scheme. All of it's going to be done. It's been leading up to this point in terms of the lies being exposed, the glamour spells backfiring, the gang stalking backfiring, the karmic networks imploding upon themselves. It's been leading up to this. That's why this is all happening now for a lot of you guys. Fuck bullies. A lot of these individuals, they feel so low about themselves. That's why they were able to get taken over by a principality, because they act out of low vibrational energy anyways. They think that bullying and gang stalking and shit like that is cute. Lying, slandering, gossiping, they think that shit is cute. That's why they made themselves a conduit for this type of low vibrational energy. When you're a high vibrational person and you don't engage in shit like this type of energy cannot take over you. Look at the Hermit. The Hermit is a ghost. Yeah. So not only like for a lot of you guys have a figure in your energy field protecting you and shielding you. You're covered. You're covered. Like the cover photo here, you're covered by angels. You're protected. But these individuals right here, they have demonic energies in their field. They have demonic ghosts that are working with them all at once to cause this type of chaos and bullshit and drama. That's what I'm seeing right here. The funny thing is you got Hanged Man and you got the Hermit. This is Pisces, Virgo energy and axis. The axis of healer though. That's why they're doing this though, because you're the healer. Master magician. What's this Justice card? You got the Lovers. Yeah. And then you got the Star card here. Destined fated partnership, but destined events. But the funny thing about the Star card here, a lot of these individuals that you're dealing with, they're sociopaths. Because the Star card in reverse is a sociopath. But this is what I'm talking about with this conjunction that we're about to have. These individuals that are acting out of this Star card reverse sociopathic energy, they're going to be getting a very rude awakening to clear out the way for the real healers to be able to come up and out and take center stage. Because right now, the problem is it's too many karmic individuals in positions that they don't even need to be in. It's too many karmic individuals getting praise and accolades and recognition, and they don't fucking deserve it. So what's going to be happening with this different conjunction that's going to be coming down? That's the ancestors' way of clearing this shit out, because we need real healers. We need real people. We need real revolutionaries. That's what Saturn and Aquarius is going to be all about. Where's the revolutionary in you? We don't need any more sociopaths. We already got enough of that shit. We got the Democratic Party. They're filled with sociopaths. Ask me how I know. The entertainment industry, the spiritual community, they're already filled with sociopaths. We don't need that. We need people who are going to bring love and justice onto the planet. We need people who can handle the heat for when the real invasion happens. Thank you so much for the super chat. We don't need none of this bullshit anymore. This with the green energy, magician energy reversed. We don't need any of that toxicity anymore. We don't need any more manipulation. Nah, it's time. That's why a lot of you guys are going to be going into union. If you're not going with the person that you thought was your twin, you're going to be getting a new twin. That's why you're going into union, to take out karmic networks and principalities. That's the mission of the twins. I keep on telling you guys, it's not about laying up with your masculine and your feminine and fucking and sucking all day and being romantic. It's about destroying karmic principalities. Two heads are better than one at times. But shit, even for those of you who are isolated, single, and alone right now, it's supposed to be like that. This is the time that you're going to be used for healing and purging and cleansing, so that when you do meet that person, you guys are on the same exact fucking page. There's no confusion about what it is and what needs to be done. What's this Ace of Swords? You got the Two of Cups. What did I just tell you? Yeah, because a lot of you guys are like, oh, yeah, and you got the Moon card here, but then you got the Fool. There's going to be a new beginning for a lot of you guys. But this is what I'm saying here. This is why you're being isolated right now. Those of you guys who are wondering, like, why doesn't my masculine fuck with me? Because that's not the right person that you're supposed to be dealing with. Why did all my friends turn on me? Because those they could not handle the heat. They couldn't handle the real warfare, the real battle. Why did my family turn on me? Because these people, they're karmic, and you got the gift. You were endowed with all the jewels within the family bloodline, within the DNA. It's in your DNA right now as we speak. That's why they're playing with magic and manipulation and lies and trying to block you and shit like that. They don't want it to manifest. A lot of you guys, like, I'm just going to keep it super, super real. You know, you guys may have had some trauma within your family. Stuff may have gone on. But what I'm showing in terms of, like, you're not alone. You've had a very powerful mother and father, ancestor watching you your entire life. They've been watching you they've been watching the whole shit. They're like, okay, yeah, we've been watching all of this bullshit. And we've just been waiting for the different transits and your Saturn return and all this stuff to clear all this bullshit out and expose all the principalities. We've just been waiting. They've been watching over you. Some of you guys may feel like, I don't have a mother, I don't have a father, or whatnot. You got these spiritual mothers, spiritual father. Mother, father, God is watching. And they've been supporting you and protecting you and clearing you. And they saw that you were fit. You were spiritually fit, emotionally fit, mentally fit enough to carry on the legacy. Fourth house energy right here. That's why you guys got karmic sisters or karmic cousins or karmic mothers or just random ass karmics playing games with you, because they can smell that energy in your field. The principality that's working through them can smell that energy in your field. You're not alone, and they know that. You're powerful spiritually. That's why they have to do all kinds of crazy shit to you. What's this Five of Wands about in the Hangman? Yeah, you got the Three of Wands. It's coming. It's coming. You got the Knave, you got the Page of Swords, lies, gossip, and shit like that. Miscommunication going on. Wow. Okay. It's coming in. And there's nothing that they can do to stop it. Because the Hermit energy, it's the entity's already in their field. They're already marked. Because these karmic principalities, a lot of them, they don't understand astrology or timing. They don't think on that level. All they know is we have to create error. We have to create error. That's the great thing about astrology. Astrology is very neutral. Very neutral. The celestial bodies are very neutral. You can pull negative or positive energy from them. Very neutral. And these karmic energies right here, by the energy that they chose to get themselves involved in, the groups that they chose to associate and affiliate themselves with, they mark themselves with the Hermit energy. So when that Hermit comes down, when these transits go online in December, they were perfect. Oh, we already know exactly where it is. Boom, ding, 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 ding. Oh, they're attacking her. Okay, cool. Boom. Why? Because your energy field is marked. You got the fourth house energy right here and justice right there. Your energy field is marked. That's why I keep on telling you, when you guys are dealing with people trying to isolate you and do all these different things to you, this is actually a good thing. Because when it's time for justice to be served, they know exactly where to go. And it's going to be a fucking tower, an explosion. Yeah. They see your light. They see your energy. The angels here. Like when the angel came down and talked to Yeshua, because he was in such a specific vibrational state. He put himself into a specific vibrational state in order to attract those angels and that energy to him. You're in that state right now. They're doing all these different things to you, and you're just standing like, okay, cool, I'm just waiting for the hour to near. And they can find you because you're in a high vibrational state. You didn't descend to their level and become a part of the principality. And because of that, now they're like, okay, cool, she's right there. Oh, and she got all of them around them. Perfect. You rounded them all up. You did a perfect job. You did a perfect job. Ooh, man. Clarify Aquarius, please. You got the privileged lady, look, or privileged male. Yeah, that's you. That's you, divine feminine, divine masculine, privileged lady, privileged male. Yeah, then you got the adjudication and you got the high honor. Judgment is coming because you're a person of high honor. Judgment is coming. The hour is nearing. They're using you to exact judgment. You may not know now, but this is what's coming down. These principalities that are working against you, trying to isolate you and shit like that, you're not alone. You got people up there watching you in spiritual court too. The judge is just watching in spiritual court like, damn, they're doing that and that and that. Fuck, I'm going to have hella Akashic records to fill in later. Yeah, that's exactly how it works. If you didn't know, now you know. They got these judges in the spiritual court watching because they already know what time it is. We're going to be in judgment season for a long time, a very long time. It's already been happening with the different transits. It's just going to be keep on kicking off, keep on kicking off. These judges in the spiritual realm, the ancestral court, the spiritual court, Akashic records, library, they're looking, they're watching. They're like, okay, she didn't do A, B, C, and D, warrior of the light, when they were doing all this to her. She still kept her faith. She still kept on going. This person's a person of high honor. These individuals here, Five of Wands energy, Knight of Wands energy, Magician, Queen of Wands energy. Okay, so we see exactly what's going on here. They don't even know right now, these karmic networks and these principalities and all the people that are stepping into the principality, they don't even know that tower is marked. They don't know. It's a burning building. Remember, the tower in the French tarot is House of God. So they went to go enter into the principality to go help them gang stalk you and lie about you and do all this other shit to you, working in groups, and people were just excited to jump in and shit like that. Yeah, it's a principality, but that principality is already marked for removal, adjudication here. They already got the cannons ready to blast off once that transit hits. People think that this shit is a game. You guys, you know, let me give you an example. Twin Towers in 9/11, Twin Towers actually happened when Saturn was in Gemini. Gemini's the twins. Saturn and Gemini. You think that these demons, they don't know how to use the astrology too? But the thing here is so many of us are awake. So many of these karmics that are being used by the principality, they don't know that though. They don't know that though. And they can't use this to reap any havoc because this is neutral energy. Yeah, official person. Yeah, you're protected. You're covered in the spiritual realm. Adjudication here. So there's nothing they can do to stop it or block their karma. None of that. It's not possible. They chose what side that they stood on. You chose what side that you stood on. People maybe isolated themselves from you. They distanced themselves. They went to go join your enemies. Maybe you have friends backstabbing, betraying you to go work with the karmics and join the karmic principality. Yeah. And once that karma hits, they're getting it too. And that's what I'm telling you. In the near future, a lot of people are going to be crawling on their knees back to you, apologizing and this and this and that. Oh, do you remember this? And do you remember that? Message of concern. Yeah, you're going to be getting a whole bunch of messages of concern. Yeah, because that tower is about to fucking hit and it's going to be irreparable. A lot of people are not going to recover from this fucking tower. This karmic network, these principalities. Okay, clarify 11th house. Look, you got the family room. Yeah, the group of karmics. But you got the expectation and the false person here. Yeah. Yeah. It's coming. You got the Three of Wands and you got the expectation card. It's coming. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when at this point in time. These false ass people that allow themselves to be used by dark demonic forces and they go do dark demonic shit and they think that it's being done in the dark and no one's going to see them. That's false. Then we have Saturn. It's going to be moving into Pisces in 2 to 3 years. You know, Pisces is the 12th house, secrets, the realm of secrets, hidden realms. The funny thing is you got the hangman energy here. You got 12 on this right here as well. You got 12 here too. Yeah, even more secrets are going to be exposed. So after the karmic networks are dismantled, right, and individuals are left to fend for themselves, then Saturn's going to move into Pisces. So then all the secrets are going to come out the woodworks and they don't have anyone around them to help them hide their bullshit or advocate for them or vouch for them. Ooh, don't you love how the universe works? Don't you love how the universe works? The universe is always here to clean house. That's why more people need to get in line with astrology so that we can all kind of be like consciously in alignment. When you're consciously in alignment with the astrology, you can't go wrong. That's why I keep on trying to tell y'all, just wait, the hour is near. These karmic principalities cannot stand. No. That Saturn and Jupiter conjunction is going to be some real fucking hellfire for a lot of people. Clarify the fourth house. You got the community, yeah. Family, friends. Because remember, the fourth house is also about family as well. Yeah. But this is your spiritual community, though, watching over you. Thank you so much for the super chat. Your ancestors, your way sharers, your guides, protecting you from all this bullshit. Yeah. You got a whole community surrounding you, resisting the karmic's magic with the strength and the magician card. You're too powerful for it. Your will is too powerful for their bullshit. That's why it's not working. And they're going to be dealt a serious blow with this karmic principality, being a part of this karmic principality when the tower hits. And a lot of them, they're already leaving the principality. I'm telling you right now, a lot of them are jumping ship. Yeah. Yeah, thoughts card here. Yeah, a lot of them are thinking like, this doesn't actually seem like a good idea. Maybe we shouldn't have done that. Maybe we shouldn't have gone that far. But you see, when you're dealing with people who are under demonic possession, they don't know they're under demonic possession. That's the whole fucking point of demonic possession. Just like people who are brainwashed, they don't know that they're brainwashed. That's the whole entire point. So these individuals, they got themselves into that bullshit with the magician energy in reverse, pulling from darkness, pulling from the underworld, trying to manifest in the material world from the underworld energy, playing with necromancy, which is really what that is. When you play with dark magic, you play with necromancy because you have to activate low vibrational dead demonic energies within you and within different planets and different deities and shit like that to get your work done. So now because they did that, shit is blowing up. A lot of them are trying to jump ship. They're trying to leave. And it's not, they're like, if the karma's already about to come. Pathway. They're trying to pick a path. Like, which way should I go? Like, what should I do? Because I'm in too deep. Yeah, you should have thought about that. You should have really thought about that, because this is the thing about karmics. When the demonic possession, they don't think straight. They don't make proper decisions. And someone put this, yes, thank you so much for the super chat. Someone talked about this yesterday. We talked about this in the King of Swords channeling. Some people think like that demonic shit is a superpower, but it's a mental illness. They don't know that they were acting out of mental illness. Then the bubble burst, Seven of Cups energy in reverse. The bubble burst. They have to come back down to reality. That's what Saturn in Aquarius is going to do, because remember, it's the crown chakra. So it's that sobering energy. Then they have to come back down to reality. And by the time they realize what they got involved in, they're like, oh, fuck. Who are these people? What am I doing? How did I get here? You let yourself be hijacked by the principality because you already made yourself a conduit because of your low vibrational energy. That's why. You see why they're working against you? You see why it's many working against one? Because many of them have that same low vibrational energy. Birds of a low vibrational feather always flock together. That's why they had to use, like I said, the tactics that they used earlier. Thank you so much for the super chat. That's why they had to use all those different tactics to try to delay you and stop you and shit like that. That's why. Clarify the fourth house and the Queen of Wands. Yeah, you got the main male here. Who? You got poverty. Boom. You got poverty. Some of these masculines, they got in too deep with whatever was going on with the karmic. Now they can't get out. Oof. Oof. Ooh. That's crazy. Yeah, and now they're facing poverty. Yeah. They went from the wealthy man and the mature man down to the main male. Yeah. Thank you so much for the super chat. Yeah. But they chose it though, because this is the thing, like I said, when you're under demonic possession, you don't know. I don't think that they even knew that it was going to go this far. No. And a lot of them, they don't even know about the astrology. That's why I just tell y'all, the hour is near. Don't even fret. Don't even trip. No. Don't even trip. By the time it hits them, they're not even going to know what hit them. You got falseness here. Yeah. Shadows and masks and all that exposed. The whole group is going to get exposed. Everyone's going to know who they are. And people are going to be running away. Like, I don't want no parts. I'm good. Thank you so much for the super chat. You guys are spoiling me today. Clarify the Queen of Wands and the poverty card. Clarify the Queen of Wands and the poverty card. You got foe. Yeah, I told you. I told you. And something else with the conversation here. Yeah, they have to spread lies and gossip and slander you to get people to isolate you and shit like that. This is turning back on this karmic though. The lies and the slander and the gossip, it's having adverse effects. Yeah. Because when you work against divine beings who have high vibrational DNA, it's automatic. It's like, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. A lot of you guys don't even know that you have internalized internal mechanisms, protection mechanisms from your ancestry. It's kind of like you're like a special type of like bionic human, if that makes some sense, right? But spiritually, your ancestors embedded certain things into your DNA because of the different rituals and prayers and shit like that that they did in past lives. That's why you can't be touched by shit now. That's why you give prayers up to the ancestors. Yeah. And these principalities know. That's why they have to defeat you and try to kill you, because they're like, fuck, if she has kids and if she spreads this knowledge and wisdom to other people and she shows them how to activate this stuff, it's a problem, man. No, we can't have that. Nah, we can't have a great awakening. We need people to be low vibrational, asleep, keep eating, keep fucking, keep sucking, keep drinking, keep being consumed by entertainment and social media and shit like that. We can't have people waking up to the reality. No. No, we can't have you making sense out of no sense. No, we can't have you showing people our divine plans. We can't have you showing people how to break down the mansion. We can't show you how to get to the mansion to break it down. We can't have you showing people how to dismantle the network. No, we can't do that. We can't have you being spiritual. We can't have you being happy. No, we need people who low vibrational. We need people low vibrational so that when the invasion happens, it's swift and clean and clear. No, we can't have that. We can't have fighters. We can't have warriors. No, these karmics are being used in a wrong war. They're going to realize that they fought the wrong war, especially these ones that talk about God and spirituality and shit like that. They're going to realize what they associated themselves with. They're going to realize that. Yeah, you chasing two rabbits, you won't catch either one. Nah, you can't be a child of God and a demon at the same time. It don't work like that. Nope. You got the falseness card again at the top of the deck. Absolutely not. What's the community card? You got the doctor energy here. Healing work. Someone's health is being impacted. What I'm seeing here is with this karmic principality, when that tower hits with this principality, a lot of people are going to be getting sick. A lot of people are going to be getting sick for their actions because they let that demon, they harbored the demon. It's like basically, you know, spiritual poison is a double-edged sword. You have to harness the poison and then spread it, but then it also makes you sick at the same exact time. You see why you don't do that shit? These individuals are going to be getting sick and they're going to be having problems because of what they chose to allow to harbor them, to be hosted within themselves. Some of these karmic principalities, these individuals were using like conflict spells and glamour spells to get people to like work on their side and stuff like that. They don't even know that they implanted demons into other people. And they're responsible for the outcome of what happens to those people because of what they did when they were under their demonic rule or whatnot. Because these karmic principalities, a lot of the time they work through one person who's very, very low vibrational. And that one person is able to spread so much spiritual poison and get a whole bunch of people wrapped up. But they all end up in the same exact tower at the same exact time. You see? Thank you for the super chat. That's what this is right here. With the doctor card in the community, a lot of people, you're going to see a lot of these groups and shit like that, not physically, but mentally and spiritually ill. Mentally and spiritually ill. You're going to start to see it. Damn. Yeah, you know, that's why real talk, like, okay. What's the false person? All right. Yeah. What's the false person? You got the soldier card here. Yeah. People are going to start to see it. Surprise in the enemy. Yeah. They're going to start fighting with each other. They're going to start turning in on each other because a lot of people, a lot of these karmics that are a part of this principality, they've already been going through towers that are rearranging their energy field. They're already being forced to heal and forced to clear. Yeah. And the reversals are already been hitting them and fucking them up. And because of that, what's happening right now is they're turning on the people that are around them because they're like, fuck, like this person's hella low vibration. They're starting to see hanged man energy right here. And with the Hermit card, a lot of them have been forced to go within. They're starting to see the people that they're surrounded by. They're like, no. This is not anybody that I should even be dealing with. This is, they realize that they were lied to. They realize what they got themselves a part of. They realize it now. That's why I'm saying a lot of them are trying to jump ship. Thank you so much for the super chat. A lot of them are trying to jump ship and they can't. And it's going to be infighting because one person, one or two people brought a whole bunch of people into some bullshit and chaos or whatever the fuck here. Or something that I'm seeing is if there was people that were working against you, family, friends, or whatever, they're going to start fighting with each other. That's what I'm telling you. It's only a matter of time. You're not going to be the topic of discussion at all. You're going to be a lot of like on your way. You're going to be a distant memory to a lot of them. They're going to be so busy fighting with each other for what they brought each other into because all of them are to blame for each other. There's not going to be one centralized figure in force because they chose to get into it. That's what I'm saying here with this foe card, with this masculine energy and the poverty card. A lot of these masculines are realizing that the karmic was purely designed and set into their life to bring them into drama, chaos, and havoc. Yes. Some of you guys too, some of you feminines, you're realizing that masculine was only here to bring you into bullshit and fuckery and mess, and you separated yourself before the tower hit. You're realizing it. Brothers, cousins, sisters, friends, coworkers, whatever. It doesn't have to just be your karmic partner. You're realizing it. A lot of people are realizing who they were dealing with the whole time. They didn't know who they were sleeping with the enemy. They didn't know. They didn't know though. It took this transit coming for it to be exposed and revealed. The people that you surround yourself with, your friends. Yeah. What's this? Clarify the high honor. What's high honor? You got the constellation card here. Yeah. You got the priest here. But look at the priest. The priest is bigger than the building. Your angels are watching. Saintly energy. Some of you guys have like an ancestor in your energy field. This ancestor was a high priestess or a high priest. And like, ooh, shit. I feel bad for people, man. That's why I'm like, you got to know people's ancestry. I don't play with anybody in this way because I just don't know what I'm dealing with. I'm a Libra moon, so, you know, we like to know what the fuck we're getting into because we don't like to just create imbalance all over the place. And Virgos are very cautious and sometimes pretentious. No, just cautious. Just cautious. Let me say that. So just for me, rule of thumb, just speaking personally, I just don't go around doing anything to anybody. But a lot of these karmics here, they didn't step into an energy field. They didn't step into an ancestral bloodline, and they don't have no fucking clue what they done did. Some of you guys don't know these ancestors though, but there's because remember, so much history has been lost and destroyed and rewritten. So if you don't know, that's okay. Thank you for the super chat. If you don't know, that's okay though. That's okay. But this is what I'm saying here. These ancestors are consoling you. They're supporting you while you're sleeping. While you are sleeping, they are actually over your body, removing all of the magic, consoling you, building up your chakras, removing the sadness, working things out for you in the spiritual realm, calling on higher helpers. See, this is what we're talking about in terms of the hierarchy, right? Because while they have principalities of darkness, they also have principalities of high vibrational ancestors. They're called the goddess court, the goddess council, the ancestral court, all of that type of stuff, right? So as these karmics are being low vibrational in their principality, playing with bullshit and whatnot, what's happening here is you're being consoled and protected and healed from all of that stuff with the high honor card. Certain bloodlines you don't want to play with. That's all I'll say about that. And even with some of your family members, they don't even know that you know you're blessed by all the ancestors in the ancestral line. So they're just doing shit and like, it doesn't matter because we're siblings and I can do this and I can do that. They create fucked off low vibrational mentalities to, you know, affirm their bullshit. And the thing here is it's not gonna work at all. What's adjudication? You got the gift card here. Yeah, the ancestors are giving you a gift. Yeah. 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 Ancestors are giving you a gift. Another thing that I said that you guys are going to be going to a union. You and this person are, maybe it's going to be like something spiritual teaching because you got the scholar and the wedding card here. And then you got the reunion and the child here. Yeah, some of you guys you guys have to bring in these children that are going to continue to fight against these principalities. That's why they're fighting against you so hard. Or your children are already here and they're trying to block you from being able to like teach your children or raise them properly in order to fight these principalities. That's what I'm seeing right here. But you got spiritual gift from the ancestral court, from the high court as well, because you didn't stoop to their level and you didn't do the shit that they did. Yeah. That's why I said the other day I posted a post as like, sometimes there's not strength in numbers. Sometimes there's strength in being solo bolo. What's the privileged lady? What's Aquarius? Clarify Aquarius and the justice. You got waiting because it's coming. You got waiting because it's coming. These karmic principalities can't stop shit. They can't stop your true union. They can't stop the person that you're supposed to be with. They can't stop your bag. They can't stop your health. They can't stop anything. And even when you feel like you don't have any faith, come back and listen to this time and time and time again to be restored in your faith, because you see the energy that's out here on this table. You're going to have justice. You're going to have clarity. You're going to have the privileges that you want. You're going to have that lover's energy. You're going to have the Two of Cups. These karmics are going to have enemies. They're going to have fights. Look how sectioned off the energy is though. Look how sectioned off the energy is though. Do you see what I'm talking about with these karmic principalities? Why it just pays to be in high vibration? Why it pays to tell the truth? Why it pays to be righteous? Look what they get to deal with. Look. Why? Okay, let's keep going. Dear bright and well-loving ancestors, what messages do you have for the collective regarding these karmic principalities? Ooh, you got Commander Ashtar. Oh shit, shit is getting really fucking real. Shit is getting really real when you see Commander Ashtar. Hey, real talk. He said, don't even say nothing. Look at his eyes. He's like, nah, don't even say it. He's saying, me and you know. Commander Ashtar is not to play with. And for those of you who know what I'm talking about, you guys have probably gotten visits from Commander Ashtar. This shit is not to be played with. And the fact that Commander Ashtar came out, yeah, it's going to be some serious rearrangements. Take charge, lead by example, walk your talk. A lot of you guys have led by example. You weren't doing low vibrational shit. You were singled out and isolated for being true and being righteous. You were bullied or gang stalked or, you know, targeted or whatever. Thank you so much for the super chat because you held up your head. You chose not to be in low vibration. People can't stand when you're not, when you don't chase after them, when you don't want to be like acknowledged. People just can't stand when you don't want to beg to be a part of their clique. They can't stand that. You stood tall on your own. Why? Because you intuitively knew that there was going to be a tower moment with these people, so you stepped aside and you removed your energy. That's why they can't stand you. So they lie and they tell people, no one likes her and she's a this and she's a that. No, you guys are all karmic, so you don't even like each other. You're all eating off each other and trying to figure out what you can get and steal from one another. That's why none of you guys are authentic. And because you stood on your own and did your own thing, now you're going to be rewarded with the gift card here and the adjudication. It's coming in with the waiting card here. Yeah. Oh, I feel some intergalactic romance here for a lot of you guys with this new person that's coming in. It's going to be very powerful. Dear Bright, oh, why did I put that back? All right, dear Bright and Living Ancestors, what messages do you have regarding We Are Not Alone? Look at you got Horus, Cosmic Gateway. You got Joan of Arc, Voice of Truth. Yeah, very powerful energies. You know, Joan of Arc was burned at the stake because of what she believed in. You know, these ancestors, when they pass away like that, the oppressor, what they fail to realize is they solidify the power of their energy signature in this reality. So Joan of Arc is a very powerful ascended master because of that. And you could tap into her energy and call on that strength. You guys are asking for who are my angels? How can I tap in? There you go right there, Joan of Arc. Go fuck with her. She's waiting for you to call on her. Sekhmet is waiting for you to call on her. Ma is waiting for you to call on them and bring fucking justice and tear some shit up. Yeah, they've been waiting. Because remember, there's high vibrational principalities. These are the high vibrational principalities. There's also the low vibrational principalities. It's the demonic network. It's the draconians. It's the archonic spirits. You got Horus, Cosmic Gateway. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are coming. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. This is what we just read with the peaceful warrior here, the warrior of the light. Even when you don't have faith, just keep on going because that's going to, this is like, for a lot of you guys, I feel like you don't even really know, like by the time you get done with whatever you're dealing with, your faith is going to be so powerful that there's not going to be any situation that ever happens to you again in life where you're ever going to doubt the power of the Most High, the power of your angels, ever. They're going to work so many fucking miracles for you guys. They're going to expose so much fuckery. They're going to deal so much karma to these principalities that you're going to be like, oh, I see exactly how you guys work. Thank you so much. I'm happy to be a part of the team, the A team, the high vibrational cosmic team, because you're in alignment. Yeah. It's a blessing to be called on by the higher forces. Some of you guys don't even know that you're dealing with these karmic principalities. That's the mission. That's the contract that you signed before you came onto this planet. They knew that you can get the job done. Hey, I'm the only one to get the job done. I don't know another that can cover for me. Yeah. You're the only one to get the job done. They don't got another that can cover for you. These karmics can't get the job done. That's why, remember, that's why they come in packs, because they're weak and low vibrational. And they don't have the power that you have at all. That's why they try to drain it from you, like sick people, either through narcissistic tactics or trying to get people to diminish you and project onto you and all the other stuff. Yeah. I'm going to get a, ooh, doing this channeling just made me hungry. I think I'm going to get a, yeah, I usually say this for the divine feminine. Ooh. You want to really get deep today? We want to really open up some portals? Okay, y'all. Let's get into the symbols. I feel like this is fitting. All right, dear bright and well-loving ancestors, what messages do you have regarding We Are Not Alone? What messages do you have for us regarding we are not alone, please? Karmic principalities will be dismantled. What messages do you have regarding we are not alone? You got numeral, rhythm. The funny thing is you have a stork on here. That's Heru energy. The stork is Tahuti energy, and then you got a rabbit. The stork and the rabbit. Let's go ahead and we'll look into this. Let's see what's going on. The eyes are the source of rhythm. The lute was commonly used during rituals throughout the ancient Mediterranean and symbolizes higher states of consciousness. Didn't I tell you that a lot of you guys are going to be going into full-blown magician energy? The hare represents death and resurrection. The ibis represents knowledge and wisdom. All of these represents the rhythm of life. The rabbit represents death and resurrection. Something's going to be put to death and something's going to be resurrected. Remember, even we just talked about Yeshua, even at the beginning. The ibis represents knowledge and wisdom. You're getting higher knowledge and wisdom. Your ancestors are passing down knowledge and wisdom to you through the dream state, through your intuition, through your DNA. It says here, the religious and mythological associations, Markad and Baal. Markad was the Phoenician Canaanite god of healing and dance. The Romans also worshipped him and sometimes identified him with Jupiter. That conjunction is not going to be a fucking game. You guys, karmic networks are going to be dismantled, period. Karmic principalities working through the government, karmic principalities working within your community, karmic principalities working within the entertainment industry, karmic principalities working through the technology industry, working through the scientific industry, working through the health industry. It's going to be dismantled. This new world order that they're trying to bring about, that shit ain't fit to happen. No, not the way that they think it's going to happen. Look it. It's also associated with Apollo. Apollo is associated with music, prophecy, light, and healing. Yeah, there's going to be healing here. You're protected. And it says here, there's 144 in the super chat. Yeah. 144 in the super chat. Thank you. Think about that. Rhythm is often associated with music, but the concept may be just as aptly applied to one's spiritual state. Didn't I just say that your spiritual state, the vibration that you are in, is going to bring your blessings? The vibration and the rhythm that they are in is going to bring their downfall. Oh, I love it when we, ooh, man, give me a kiss because I'm so good at this. Great emphasis is placed on completing something one has started, but few realize the key to reaching one's goal without stress and strain. The harder we try to force an issue, the more resistance appears to inevitably frustrate and exhaust us. Sure, the goal may eventually be reached, but the toll it takes on the mind, body, and spirit to get there may take a long time to fully recover from. This effort is not only unnecessary, it is foolish, especially if we consider natural rhythm to be the ability to sustain the right momentum despite sudden changes and pauses in the environment. The natural world provides wonderful examples of how different forms of life continue to thrive because of their ability to find a way to reach their destination despite the appearance of an altered course. This does not mean that the altered course always has to be challenging. In fact, there are just as many times that we allow our rhythm to be broken in the pursuit of something we know is right for us for a happy reason. It is especially important at these times to reflect on the wisdom of changing the beat in mid-step by questioning our motive for doing so. There are times in life when we learn new information and intuit that our rhythmic pattern must be changed for the greater good. What I'm hearing here is this karmic principalities. You guys have to see it as such. These are principalities. They're demonic mansions that are working through these individuals. So you need to learn how to fight in a different way, how to protect yourself in a different way, how to dismantle them in a different way. You can't go at them the way that you think that you're going at them, because you're not fighting against flesh, you're fighting against demons. It is so easy to get excited over something new that makes us feel good, that we may abandon our destiny in exchange for a temporary rush and regret it later. It is so easy to get excited over something new that makes us feel good, that we may abandon our destiny in exchange for a temporary rush. These karmic individuals that jumped into those principalities or allowed themselves to be hijacked, that were working against you, that were trying to isolate you and all these different things, they got excited. They thought it was cute. They thought it was fun. They gave up their destiny and they're going to regret it. They gave up any goodness that they can even have in their life. They gave up any opportunity for happiness, goodness, or whatever. They maybe got their 5 minutes of fame or attention or whatever, but they're going to have a lifetime of regret. A lifetime of regret. The same is true when we lose our rhythm because we feel it will be too difficult to continue due to either stagnation or sudden obstacles to progress. This is not the time to quit without first examining how you will feel about yourself if you throw in the towel and abandon your vision. To succeed, it is imperative to precisely identify your objectives and how far you're willing to go to make it happen. Precisely identify your objectives. Did you properly identify your objectives? Because if so, you wouldn't have done that bullshit. Thank you for the purple hearts. I love it. Yeah, text purple hearts because we are at fucking war. The fuck? The more challenging part is identifying what you will rely on to maintain your rhythm no matter what as you pursue your goal. There may be many interruptions, both good and bad, on your journey. So make sure that whatever you choose as your main source of assistance in maintaining focus on the bottom line fits the following criteria. Always available, always accessible, cannot be lost or damaged by any means, encourages faith and constant centering on remember your purpose. Yeah. What this is saying is the tools that you're using to protect yourself, are they always available? Is it always accessible? Can it not be lost or damaged by any means? Does it encourage faith and constant centering on remembering your purpose? Those are the tools that you're going to be using, and you're going to be getting new tools and more that are indestructible is what I'm seeing right here. These karmics are not using tools that are always available, that are always accessible, that cannot be lost or damaged. The tools that they use and the behaviors that they enact, it doesn't encourage faith. It encourages more lower vibrational bullshit. Choose wisely is what I'm seeing here. I think that's just good that we pulled out the Sibyl's Oracle column. I missed this deck. I'm going to keep on using it some more. All right, you all. Wow, that was powerful. That's what I have for you all today. I do have the monthlies coming out, so just be patient for that. Thank you for watching. Bye.